Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to go over an embedded tutor record. So again, I just keep my stuff right here. These are just blank forms, so that way I don't always have to go into box to grab those. So I'll grab a tutor record, open it right here. Okay, so I think there's a lot of confusion about the difference between when you would do an embedded record and a tutor record. Because they are on the same paper, I think that's the problem. So with an embedded tutor record, that is when you are like physically in the classroom. So if you go to a certain math class every day and you're in there with the kids, that's when you would use the embedded tutor record. So for example, and I'll kind of go through these examples with you. If I go into a math class every day, then I'll automatically just know that this is my embedded tutor record. This is where I would put all of that. So let's do one of these made up scenarios. So I usually go to a Math 3 class. That's where I find the most use of my time personally, because a lot of kids struggle with it. So generally in a class of mine, there are usually give or take around 6 students. So I'll just start filling that out. So I'm gonna just make up some names. That's probably the hardest part of this whole thing. Let's do, I'm gonna just do Andrea. These are supposed to be student names, but I'm not gonna sit here and try and make them up. So just go like this. Oh my heavens, I cannot type. And let's do one more. Okay, so pretend those are student names, just so I didn't have to sit there and try and make one up. Okay, so one of the classes I went to was right after lunch every day. So that was 12:45 p.m. till 1:30 p.m. Okay, so when you're doing an embedded tutor record, I think a lot of the problem is that a lot of people think that you have to physically be sitting with the student doing problems just like that. The thing is if you are in the classroom and you are walking around, which is what I do, usually I wait for the teacher to do the instructions, the lesson, whatever, and then once they have time to do the work, then I will get up and I will walk around the classroom and I'll just go over and say, hey Johnny, how's it going? Or you doing all right, Susie? Like I would just do those kinds of things. So that way that they know that if they need my help, I'm there for them. I can answer questions, that I'm pretty much available for them to help them with anything they need. So I count all of that time that I'm in that classroom out on my tutor record. So even if I only helped Johnny with 2 problems, I'm not going to just record 5 minutes. I'm going to record the whole time because I was available for that help. I was in there. So just wanted to say that because I think that was the big confusion. So that means that I was in there for 45 minutes. Okay, and I would go down and fill all of these out the exact same. I might not, just to save time on the video, but so you guys get the idea. So in the service description, that's where you can be very generic and just say, okay, today we learned about logarithms. Oh, I think I spelled that wrong, but that's okay. Logarithms worksheet. And it can be just as simple as that. You don't have to say that I helped them with page 32, questions 1 and 2. It doesn't super matter as long as like we get the generic, okay, you were working on logarithms, you were working on boiling or something like that. So it can be generic. And then I would write my name and the date. And then I would go through and I would write the same thing that I did with all of them, but I apparently can't spell today. So you get the gist, but I would write this down for everyone in the entire classroom. Just on a side note, remember that you can't put multiple days on one paper, on one paper worksheet. So I couldn't come down and put something for the 30th on this. I would have to start a new document itself. So hopefully that helps you understand what the difference is and how you can accurately document your time so that way you can really see where your service hours are going and showing how much you're there for your kids.